Union Minister Kiren Rijiju released a video claiming Congress MPs misbehaved in the Lok Sabha Speaker's chamber in New Delhi. He said 2025 Congress members entered the room and used abusive words against Speaker Om Birla. Rijiju also accused Priyanka Gandhi and KC Venugopal of being present and encouraging them. He said the Speaker was deeply hurt by what happened. This has increased political tension in Parliament during the budget session. The opposition has denied the claims and called the allegations political. Rijuju's release of the video has made the argument even stronger. A London-based newspaper has claimed that Air India offered compensation between Rs 10 lakhs and 20 lakhs to families affected by the Ahmedabad plane crash. According to the report, the airlines allegedly asked some families to accept the money and withdraw legal action related to the accident. The newspaper said this offer was made as part of an out-of-court settlement efforts. However, there is no official confirmation from Air India about these claims so far. The airlines has not released any public statement responding to the report. Legal experts say such cases are usually handled through proper legal channels and compensation depends on investigation findings. The Ahmedabad plane crash had raised serious safety concern earlier. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has admitted that he met Jeffrey Epstein 3 to 4 times in the past. He said the meetings were purely professional and took place during official events. Puri strongly denied any personal or improper connection with Epstein, who was later convicted as a sex offender. He called the allegations against him completely baseless and politically motivated. The issue became a topic of debate after Congress leader Rahul Gandhi mentioned Puri's name in Parliament. The minister clarified that the meeting happened in the diplomatic context and there was nothing wrong or illegal about them. AIUDF Chief Badruddin Ajmal has demanded strict action against Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma over a controversial shooting video. Speaking in Mumbai, Ajmal urged the court to stop Sarma from contesting elections. He said Sarma is not fit to remain Chief Minister even for a single day and should be arrested immediately. Ajmal claimed that for the past 6 months, hate speeches were being delivered against a particular community. The controversy began after a video allegedly shared by BJP Assam's official X handle surfaced online. The video has triggered political reactions and fresh debate in the state. Punjab saw a mixed impact of the nationwide Bandh on February 12th. Contract employees joined the strike and staged protests in several districts. They raised slogans against India-US trade deal and demanded job security and better pay. Aam Aadmi Party and Congress leaders extended support to the protesters and criticized the central government's policies. However, normal life was not fully disrupted. Government and private buses continued to run in many cities. Banks and local markets remained open and daily business activities went on as usual. Police were deployed at key locations to maintain law and order. Overall, the Bandh had a partial effect in the state. In the United States House of Representatives, lawmakers voted 219 to 211 to reject President Donald Trump's tariff on Canadian imports in a rare bipartisan move. 6 Republican members joined nearly all Democrats in supporting the resolution, defying Trump's warning that opposing his tariff policy could hurt them politically. The vote aims to end the national emergency Trump used to justify the tariffs, which critics say raised costs for consumers and hurt trade with Canada. However, the measure is largely symbolic because it still needs approval from the US Senate and faces a likely presidential veto. This shows growing concern among some lawmakers about Trump's trade policy and the impact on the economy. Voting is underway across Bangladesh as millions of people take part in a key national election that could shape the country's future. Around 12.7 crore eligible voters are casting their ballots in a closely watched contest between the main competition between the Bangladesh National Party and the Jamaat-e-Islami Alliance. Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus, who voted today, described the occasion as like a day of freedom and said it is a chance to build a new Bangladesh. Voting is happening amid tight security and long lines at polling stations as voters show strong enthusiasm. Officials say results of the counting will be announced later. Serious allegations have emerged claiming that Israel used banned vacuum bomb during a strike in Gaza. Reports suggest that these powerful weapons can create extreme heat and pressure. It is claimed that temperatures during the blast may have reached up to 3,500 degrees Celsius. Such explosion can cause massive destruction and severe loss of life. Some reports say thousands of people may have been killed in the intense blast. However, there has been no official confirmation from Israeli authorities regarding the use of such weapons. The international community is closely watching the situation as concerns grow over humanitarian impact and possible violations of war laws. The Indian stock market ended lower today as the Sensex fell around 350 points to close near the 83,900 level. Selling pressure was seen mainly in IT and auto sectors stocks which pulled the market down. Investors remain cautious due to weak global cues and profit booking after recent gains. The Nifty also slipped during the session. However, Asian markets showed mixed trends. South Korea's market performed strongly and gained 2.6% supported by technology stocks. Analysts say volatility may continue in the coming session. India will play their second match today against Namibia in the tournament. The team may see some changes in the playing 11. Young opener Abhishek Sharma is unwell and could miss the match. In his place, Sanju Samson is likely to be included in the squad. Fans are also excited as star fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah is expected to make his return. His comeback will strengthen India's bowling attack. The team management is hopeful of a strong performance after a confident start. All eyes will be on the new combination and how India performs against Namibia today. Weather conditions are changing across India. Rajasthan is witnessing a sharp rise in temperature with daytime heat increasing in many cities. People have started feeling early summer-like conditions. Meanwhile, Bihar and Jharkhand are still facing cold weather. The minimum temperature in several areas has dropped below 10 degrees Celsius, causing chilly mornings and dense fog in some districts. In Himachal Pradesh, schools have reopened after 42 days as weather condition improved. However, in Jammu and Kashmir, the weather department has predicted no snowfall for the next 9 days, bringing temporary relief to residents. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.